ride to my block.
Turn me up, turn me up.
What's going down? Oh, I'll be there for sure.
I'm conflicted if I should wear lashes to this happy hour, because I'm just like, it's just a happy hour. Why do I need to wear lashes? Like, hair's getting a little bit longer, okay. But yeah, like, why would I need to wear lashes to a happy hour? But then I'm like, well, I did buy those lashes to wear. Why do I need an occasion to wear my lashes? But then I'm like, I don't feel like putting lashes on. But anyway, this shouldn't take that long. I'm not in a rush at all. I'm actually gonna walk Mystique after I do my makeup, and then just go from there. So I'm just vibing out right now. Probably gonna listen to some music while I do this and go from there. I just need my phone. But yeah, I had to take care of a phone call real quick. But yeah, so this is gonna be a quick look. I'm not doing anything crazy. Let me just clip my hair out of the way. So it's just like very blah. So I wanna add some razzle dazzle to the face. So here's how I start by, you know, saving time. I get a really big brush. I guess this is called it's called an angle blending face brush. I got this brush set from Marshall, so don't feel like you have to spend your hard-earned money on a lot of brushes. And then I just go in on like the temple of my face. I want you to think of this as like underpainting. So I get really sloppy. Just making sure it's over the entire lid, right? And yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna speed this up or not. I haven't decided, but yeah. So I'm adding bronzer with the big brush to both of my lids, just so I can add a good amount of color. And I'm bringing it up to the temples even. I'm moving it down my nose, like that. It's like an underpainting, like I said, because once I add the concealer, everything's gonna look more highlighted and more cohesive. And then also my cheekbones. Add a good amount to the cheekbones. Because it's a daytime look, I'm not going to add too much of thick mint. This is Mocha Mami for Fenty Beauty. It's like the second to darkest color. Because the darkest color I think is thick mint. So I just go in add some to the jawline. So right now I'm looking very red, but trust me when I say it's gonna come together. So, okay. Do I need any more? I'm add a little bit more right here. Okay, so brows is gonna be the last thing I do. I'm gonna add a little bit of the darker bronzer color, the thick mint, to the crease with a fluffy, small, round blending brush. It's very small and round, and I haven't washed it yet. I need to wash it. I wash my brushes every week I try to. And I always wash my beauty blender every time I use it. So like when I'm done using my beauty blender and I'm done with my makeup, I'll just go to the sink, actually the kitchen sink, and I'll just grab some Dawn and just wash out the makeup, so that way it's clean every time. But my eye brushes, I don't really wash every day because I don't do eye makeup every day. And I feel like since the beauty blender is like an actual sponge and you know, you're holding on a lot of germs and stuff, I just feel like it would make more sense. And it's a lot easier just washing one item versus all of my brushes every single time I do my makeup, you know? So what I'm doing right now is deepening my bronzer. And it's pulling up very, very, very dark, very red. Let me see if I can drop my exposure a little bit. Okay. That looks a little better. But Yeah, so now I'm going in the crease with Thickment, and I'm saving a little on the brush because after I add my concealer, I'm gonna go under my lash line and add some mascara. So now that I've done that, I'm going to go over my cheekbones with some blush using a blush brush, which is just a rounded, it's called a rounded blending face brush. I like to use rounded big brushes for my blush, and it's an orange blush. And when I tell you orange blush on brown skin is just beautiful to me. It screams summer, it screams like bold beauty, like, and it just, for me, it just looks like, I feel like I'm on a beach or something, like I feel sun-kissed, you know? So I'm adding that. It's only been 5 minutes. Not too shabby, not too shabby. And I'm gonna try my best to show y'all that this is actually a quick face, because I'm not doing lashes, so this is gonna take like no time at all. All right, now that I've got my blush going, I can add more later if I feel like it, but I honestly don't think I am. Now I'm gonna get my brow products and put them to the side so that way I can use them for later. Got my mascara and my face products. So the next logical step feels like for me would be concealer. And I'm doing a light concealer. When I say light concealer, I mean light coverage, not light in color. So I'm doing the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Concealer, and this is in the color 410. Normally, if I'm doing something more heavy coverage, like what I wore at my friend's wedding, I'm using the NARS. I'm mixing the, what are the two colors? I got them in the baby because I didn't want to commit to them yet. So if I'm doing more full coverage, I'm doing NARS Medium Dark 2, which is caramel, and then walnut. So I'll do walnut first and then put a little bit of caramel on top. But because this is literally me being outside, like it's a bar, it's Cinco de Mayo. Like I don't need to do full coverage for a happy hour. You know what I'm saying? So I'm literally just gonna plop the concealer just under the eye. So what you do is you look down and you see where the dark circles are, and where the dark circles are, you just go ahead and cover them. You don't have to bring it up to the lash line, just cover the dark circles. And that's a trick I saw on Instagram, actually. It was from a makeup company, but I just felt like it was so useful to help you not use so much product, you know? And then I just do the bridge of my nose, and if I'm feeling extra like cute, I might do the little tip of my nose, and that's it. So I'm gonna let that sit for a while and figure out what else I want to do with my face. I think I want to do the exterior of my face because, like I said, it's gonna be outside. I'm gonna be glossy, I'm gonna be sweating, so I'm not using a lot of liquid products. That's the only liquid product I'm actually using right now. So on the exterior of my face, like my chin, I'm gonna be going in with the Makeup Forever Matte Velvet Skin in the color Y455, and I'm using a flat blending say that fast 5 times, a flat blending face brush, and I'm just focusing it on my jawline because I want that to look more cohesive with the rest of my face. And I'm also gonna use it to go over my forehead a little bit too. And brows are gonna be the last thing I do because of the fact that it's gonna be outside. Like I'm gonna be literally sweating. And as you can tell, like the concealer is still staying where it's at. Like I have to blend it out in a little bit. Now what I'm going in with is this strapless caviar stick eye color crayon. I actually got this like with a birthday gift, I think. Laura Mercier, Mercier? I think that's how you say it. And I don't know what the color is in, but it's really pretty. It's like a brown shimmery color. This is what the color looks like. Hold on. Get focused. Can you see it? No, you can't. Now you can. That's what the color looks like. It's like a nice brown color. And I pop that right above, like, I'm doing like the old school halo eye where I pop it right above my eye where my eye is, and then I just blend it out. So I don't use a lot of this at all. Actually, I can roll this down before I break it. Like, I literally don't use a lot. And I just put it right in the middle like that. And then I just diffuse it out. So grabbing a flat eyeshadow brush, looks like the regular flat eyeshadow brush. I'm just blending that out, making sure things are seamless. How much time have I used? 10 minutes? Not too bad, not too bad. I've been talking to y'all slowing me down. Let me stop. So I'm blending that out, blending the other side out. Okay. I still gotta do my brows, my lips, and then and then I put a little bit of mascara on. I put some shadow in the lower lash line, and then I'm done. So this makes me feel a little more put together. I try to make sure to add the shimmer into like as much of the middle as I possibly can. So you see how I have a shimmery lid now? Yep. So blending out the concealer. Using the butt of the Beauty Blender to blend out the bridge, just so I don't disturb it, and then going into the concealer that I placed. Making sure there are no harsh lines. I have a trouble with that because the lighting in here is not the best. Like, it's neutral. I like that the lighting is neutral because we went to Home Depot and we changed out the light bulbs because the lights used to be very yellow in here. So we got the white light bulbs from Home Depot. But as far as like frequency, I guess, like how intense the light is, it's kind of dark in here, especially in the daytime. Now, granted, if I'm waking up and going to like use the bathroom in the middle of the night, yeah, the lights are bright, but it's like dim. I think it's because like light bulbs have only a certain kind of shelf life after a while. So, you know, it only gonna be really bright for so long, you know? But just making sure I blend it towards the bridge of my nose. And then also blending it towards my cheekbone into my temple. This was a trick I saw Painted by Spencer say. Like, he's saying how like older women, not that I'm like old, calm down. He was saying how the trick that he uses for older women is to make sure that the temples are bright. It really does lift the face. So I've been basically, when I blend outward towards my temple and then also inward towards my nose, just to make sure everything is bright in those areas. All right, before I go in with my settings powder, I'm gonna add a little bit more concealer because I feel like I let that sit a little too long and I want a little more coverage in that spot. So there's a spot right here that I wanna cover. So I'm gonna go in with the same concealer. This is actually the spots I would use my NARS concealer on. So, and I also noticed I have a little bit of a scarring from a pimple that was in my hairline, so I'm gonna add some of that concealer right there too, just to like make it look less harsh. All right, blending. I like the way it looks. Let me grab a mirror to make sure it looks blended, you know? You feel me? We don't want anything crazy looking. Okay, does that look blended? The reason I want to make sure things look blended before I add my setting powder, because the way that this reacts to setting powder is like you have to make sure it looks exactly the way you want it to look before you add the setting powder, or else your stuff's gonna look splotchy, blotchy, crazy. So don't judge me on this, but I have been watching makeup YouTube for a very long time. YouTube makeup. So I'm talking a long time. So I don't bake or anything like that. I just put it into the crease, not crease, but under the eye. And I just make sure it's exactly where I want it. But I mean like old school, like back when there wasn't setting powders for dark skinned women, like there weren't setting powders for black women. All we had to use was baby powder. Like I'm talking that kind of old school, like that's how long ago I remember. So I have an old container of Ben Nye setting powder that I still use to this day that I actually mix with the Laura Mercier because I like the yellowness that it still has. So the banana powder, basically. I'm an advocate of using what I have until it's gone. My skin is never broken out. I know it's probably horrible to do that, so please don't do that. But that's just what I do because who has time to buy all of these setting sprays and setting powders when you have some that work at home? Like I'm gonna use up what I use up. Like I'm probably gonna buy another one of those concealers because I'm low on that, but I'm probably gonna wait until I use up all the NARS mini concealers before I buy a new concealer because I just bought those concealers, you feel me? So it's just like, make sure you're not being wasteful, right? Like buying what you need and using it, not just buying stuff because it's trendy. And I know that sounds crazy because it's like, well, aren't you supposed to influence people to buy new stuff? I mean, I guess, but the reality of it is like, let's be real, like a lot of these people still use what they know and they love. And some of those things, granted, you may not have, so you buy it, but still, it's like, just buy what works for you, you know? And look, my under eye looks pretty good, if I do say so myself. Okay. What else do I need? I need brows now. I need brows. 15-minute face, not too shabby. Brows, and then under eyeshadow, and then that's it. So I'm using the Anastasia brow definer in the shade Ebony. And sometimes when I go slow, my brow gets super duper harsh. So I like to go fast just so that way it looks more natural. So I just go under the eyebrow. This is the most stressful part. That's probably why I save it for last. And I do light strokes on the brow. And I just make sure things look more dark and filled in. And I just follow my natural brow arch because the reality of it is I don't really have eyebrow like that, you know what I'm saying? So if I just fill in what I do have and then add on to what I've already set, you know, with the foundation of the brow, then I'm good. I'm not trying to make a bitch brow, you know what I mean? Like, it's bad enough I already have RBF, but I'm not trying to make my brows look like I'm angry too, you know? So, anyways, I kind of like this brow, so I'm gonna leave this one alone and do this one. Do I add concealer to the top and bottom parts of my brow? No, I don't. Why? Because I have yet to master that, and that's a really full coverage face for me. I would not consider myself a makeup person, like influencer, creator, whatever the hell. Like, I just like to do what I like on my face, and that's it. Like, that's it. And I hope that inspires someone, you know? Do what works for you. Don't do what works for everybody else. Like, if you want to learn the basics, like, I'll never forget how Makeup Shayla taught me how to put eyelashes on. Like, that, it goes a while, you know? It goes far. So, just do what works for you. I kind of like this brow, but I kind of don't. I'm just looking and see what spots look sparse and then just filling them in. What time is it? It is 3:32, okay? I'm gonna finish my makeup, walk Mystique, and go to the happy hour. All right. Do I have RBF? Wow, look how red this is pulling. Hold on. I'm playing myself right now. That looks a little better. Jesus Christ. See what I mean by lighting? This thing be playing me, bro. It'll look better when I go outside. I mean, I embarrass myself even more. All right, finish this brow. That's about as good as it's gonna get. Cause the fact that I'm even doing this for a happy hour is like sick, you know? All right, now I'm gonna go in with this Thick It Stick It Thickening Brow Mascara by NYX. It's in the color Espresso. And I'm gonna focus it on the inner parts of my eyebrow. Make sure there's not a lot of product on it. And then just go in, emphasize those hairs. So that way you don't really see all of the pencil I just put on my brows. You just see the hairs, you know? All right, it's sticking up. So I'm gonna use the spoolie part of the brow definer and just kind of scoot the hairs back in place from the perimeter of the brow. Okay, now I'm gonna add, done with that, I'm done with that, I'm done with that. Now I'm gonna add Mocha Mami to the bottom lash line, add some mascara, add some lip liner. I really don't like wearing white shirts while doing your makeup is actually quite nerve-wracking, if anybody was wondering. If anybody was wondering. But okay. We're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere. And I'm really sloppy when it comes to adding bronzer because it's bronzer. You know, like you really can't. You can. Don't get me wrong. You can overdo it. But if it blends well with your skin, it's really hard to. Like if you're not using the right tools, like I know to use a bullet type makeup brush versus a fluffy brush to add this because this would defeat the whole purpose of me applying my concealer, right? But it also diffuses that little line that I had between the concealer and my lower lash line, right? So it's just a whole cohesive type of deal. All right, I feel like I look like something, you know, I put myself together. I want my jawline to look a little more defined, so I'm gonna go in with a Morphe brush, the E7. It's like an angled brush, and then I'm using Thick Mint to carve out my jawline because I'm feeling a little fluffy, not gonna hold you. And I'm probably gonna look even more fluffy once I drink these margaritas. So, yeah. So just that way, if you see my double chin, you don't see my double chin. My double chin will look like a shadow. Or just make sure to put my tongue in the back of my throat. So that way that doesn't do that. I need to get back to working out, y'all. Like, I know. I need to get back working out. Once this move is situated, I'm convinced I will feel more motivated to actually get my shit together. But right now, it's just not a priority. Like once, I'm gonna go back in with my blush brush just to blend in, bring back some of that blush. This is a similar trick that I saw Aaliyah's Face use where she added blush and then she went back over with concealer and added the blush, kind of like blending that line between the blush and the concealer to make that cute like sun-kissed look. So that's kind of what I'm doing right now. I went over with the blush brush. I didn't have any extra product on it. And then I'm going over with the Beauty Blender, extending back out that concealer. All right. I told you I got old school makeup. So I have BFF3 Color Pop. If you know, you know. This bad boy is old. But I still got my lips. So a win's a win, my boy. Anyways. We're gonna go in with BFF3. I don't like the way this tail looks, so I'm trying to fix it. Hold on. That looks a little better. Actually, let me add a little bit more of this to the tail. This is unedited, y'all. I don't have any plans to shorten this. I want y'all to see exactly how long it takes me to do my makeup. And hopefully y'all think it's cute. And hopefully y'all realize that it doesn't take long to do makeup. So if you want to do it, that works for you. Me, I know I have dark circles. I have pretty decent cheekbones. So I want to emphasize those cheekbones. I want to make sure my dark circles are gone, bring back my eyebrows, play up my eyes. So that's basically the foundation of my makeup, is making sure I have a bright under eye because my under eyes are naturally dark. And that I play up my eyes and my cheekbones. Use that to help you. Like, what do you want to highlight? What do you want to emphasize in your makeup? And use that as a guide to help. Like, what if you like your lips? Like, maybe you do a bold lip and a neutral eye, you know? Or maybe you're blessed with long eyelashes and you don't need lashes like some people. Like, you know, make sure you get a bomb mascara to highlight that, you know? Little things like that that can go a long way. So I'm literally just filling in my lips with BFF3 because I'm going to put on the K Skin on top of it to just add more of a color. And that way when I'm eating off my lips, like when I'm going and drinking and eating, I still have something underneath to look put together, if you will. I felt like my shimmer wasn't really blended out that well, so I'm just going back with that same brush and just blending that out. It looks a little better now. Yeah, that's better. All right, now mascara, and that's it, baby. We done. We in there like swimwear. So mascara time. Showing y'all like real time. Let me go ahead and grab a mirror to do my mascara so y'all can see like, hey, I'm done. I'm not adding anything else to my face. I'm gonna take y'all with me to grab my lip gloss real quick. And then that's it. And this is a nice simple face. Not me forgetting to blend out my nose. See? Told you this lighting is horrible. I just showed you how often I blend out. Like, I put makeup on the tip of my nose. Okay, back to what we were doing. What? All right, mascara. And like I said, my Latisse has been Latissing, so I am not gonna wear falsies. I was thinking about it because I just bought some falsies from Harwin that were super cute, and I was thinking about using the mascara to apply them, but I actually don't use mascara for more than a day. I've seen some other creators do it, like some other women, like not just women, but creators that use makeup, use a mascara and wear their lashes for longer than a day. I just can't do that. It's hard for me to do that. So I don't do that. My contact is drying out. I'm trying to make sure my contact doesn't plop out of my eye. Mascara on the top. I just need my left eye to catch up to my right. My right has shown so much growth from the Latisse versus my left. My left eye is still kind of sparse. Not gonna hold you on that. Now I just go in with the lower lash line. Now I don't know if I'm gonna do a full coverage look for that party that I'm going to, but we shall see. Because it's also outside, so I'm like, maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I should just do what I'm doing now. Emphasize the lower lash line, put on a little lash, make sure my shadow is popping, and then just go from there. Like, I don't have the time at all. All right. Let's see. So, come on, focus. So, hopefully you see the difference. I just gotta fix my hair. and then walk Mystique, and then I'm done. I'm gonna put my lip gloss in the car. Like, there's no point in me putting my lip gloss on now. I'm gonna put it on when I get in the car. I think I like that. Yeah, I like that. All right, and that's it. That's it, boss. That's all she wrote. So this is my final look, and I did it in 30 minutes. So because I was talking to y'all, this is a quick face in my opinion. I didn't have to, I literally take way more time than this. So hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully you thought this was informative. Hopefully you were at least entertained. And yeah, thank y'all for watching, and I will see you next time. All right, y'all, quick fit check. Very, very basic. It's a work event, y'all, so it's not that deep. So this shirt I got from Chop Shop, so it's a local, authentic, like, it's called, it says Be Original right here on the collar, and it's like embroidered. It's just a regular white tee. And I'm wearing some black jeans. These black jeans I think I got from Forever 21. I got a belt on them because they keep falling down and I want them to stay. So let me tie the belt. This belt I definitely got from Forever 21 or Cotton On or one of those places. So yeah, that way it's just black jeans, white shirt. For the ankles, Mystique wants me to show you her. Y'all probably can't even see. Hold on. So, like I said, I don't wear shoes in the house, but I'm wearing some ankle jewelry, some little gold bangles and stuff. Let me give y'all a closer look because this is a horrible view. Hold on. Sorry, Mystique. So, like I said, some gold bangles. I'm wearing my Harwin jewelry, my wedding band, stuff like that. And the perfume that I'm wearing is Ambery Vetiver. I always say that word wrong. And I'm gonna put some lotion on in the car. And I said I was gonna put my lip gloss on in the car, but honestly, I'm gonna just put it on right now. The K-Skin and Bad Gal Berry, just gonna put over. I got a little razzle dazzle. And I decided not to put on my U-part wig. It's too hot for that. So we are ready to go. Trying to figure out if I'm gonna bring y'all with me. Probably not. I'll probably see y'all later on tonight. So see y'all tonight. Okay, so I felt guilty not bringing y'all with me. I'm actually going to Pistoleros right now. I just left Cedar Creek, which was where the happy hour was. And now I'm going to Pistoleros to enjoy the Cinco de Mayo in a Mexican restaurant, essentially. So I'm proud of my makeup. I feel like it looks cute. And it didn't take long. And on top of that, I'm not wearing lashes. So the fact that this is what my eyes look like with mascara shows me that the Latisse is working. Anyways, I will see y'all later. I'm gonna be heading to Pistoleros. Maybe I might record there, maybe I might not. I don't know, but that's what Cinco de Mayo is looking like for me right now. And yeah. Back at home.
Take a ride to my block.
Turn me up, turn me up.
Oh, it's going down? Oh, I'll be there for sure.